Well, great Monday morning to all of our awesome JubiRev JubiMax following. T. Lamont Silver Sr. here, and I want you to mark down this day, Monday, April the 8th, 2013. In my business career, there have been a few turning points, a few monumental points. But when I first connected with a gentleman by the name of Hubert Humphrey, and even though I never made a lot of money there, just being in 5 years under his tutelage and his mentorship and his leadership from afar, that was that was a game changer for me. Back in 1998, when I met a gentleman by the name of Dale. We were not successful at that time at marketing and building businesses, but I met a gentleman by the name of Dale, and he planted a couple of seeds that really began it to sprout. And he planted, someone else watered, and then there was just major increase as a result. Dale was a defining moment. My meeting of Dale in 1998. In 2003, I landed with a company, and it was the first company that we took to, in terms of sales for our team, to a seven-figure business. We had tremendous leadership. We were enrolled by Ayabumi Moore, who does the company's introductions many times, and then with her parents providing mentorship and guidance and leadership, Zeke and Jerry Stewart. That was another defining moment in my business building career that now spans over 19 years. March 21, 2011 was another defining moment when we tripped over, when we bumped into, when we slipped into a company that had a revolutionary compensation plan. They did not dot all the I's. They did not cross all the T's, but they showed us the possibilities. They showed us that Lynn, who wasn't good at recruiting or sponsoring or selling, could finally make enough money to cover an auto ship, could finally in time make enough money to cover a car payment, could finally in time make enough money, though she still wasn't good at recruiting, sponsoring, or selling, to have a house note paid for, could finally in time, through a process of building, even though she wasn't great at recruiting or sponsoring or selling, could have a full-time income. It showed us the possibilities of Ramondo, much like Lynn. Wasn't good at recruiting, wasn't good at sponsoring, wasn't good at selling, but through a process of time, began to generate cash in hand, a full-time income. It showed us the possibilities of Brian, who rolled up his sleeves and got to work, and at that point had not been good at recruiting or sponsoring or selling, but he believed. He began to tell his story and began to do what network marketing is all about, is share a little and share a little and share a little. And over time, ladies and gentlemen, generating over $25,000 a week cash in hand. That was a defining moment. By the way, did I say that was weekly? That Brian eventually was generating that weekly? That was a defining moment. And I submit to you that April the 8th, 2013, for you, for your family, if you allow it to be, can be a defining moment. Can be a defining moment. I want to thank all of our tremendous leaders. And that means you, even if you haven't enrolled anyone yet. That means you, even if you haven't sponsored anyone yet. That means you, even if you haven't gotten a ton of customers yet. I want to thank you because you believed. You believed that this was a movement. You believe that a movement will be met with resistance, but will still move through resistance. You believed enough to continue to get on webinars. You believed enough to continue to load your funds and to make your purchases. And now, today, defining moment. As the daily leadership bonus program will go into effect, ladies and gentlemen, where every single day for you, for your family, now can become payday. Now, this is going to be a huge week. We've got a lot of catching up to do, having been out of the country for a couple and a half weeks. There will be webinars that the company will host, obviously, this week, and you can go in your back office under the calendar. We're keeping the 1 p.m. start time Eastern for the income opportunity webinars, and obviously the Tuesday, Thursday at 9 p.m. Those will continue tonight. There'll be a corporate update webinar featuring our president and owner, J. Joshua Beisel. I will be alongside with him on this evening. Both Tuesday and Thursday night at 7 p.m. we will have a team training webinar. On Tuesday night, we'll talk a lot more about Fly Guy marketing and where we stand with that, as that will be launching also this week as a third-party service. The company can't endorse any particular third-party service. We'll share with you what this third-party service is all about in terms of customer acquisition, real customer acquisition. We'll talk, we'll come back on Thursday. There's a lot. Obviously, we've got the most robust back office of any company and leveraging our type model that I've ever seen. But there's some moving parts, so we want to make sure that you know how to place your ads, how to go in and check your daily leadership bonus, how all that works, okay? All right, so with that being said, we love each and every one of you. Let's change the world together, starting with yours. This, if you will allow it, can be a defining moment. This can be a defining moment, but that choice is up to you. We love each and every one of you. Let's change the world together, starting with yours. And remember, with this company, it's not just a company. No, it's a movement.